So from a very young age, my family was very involved in church. We would always be attending youth group, summer camps, and Sundays were always a big event for us. My dad was a seminarian in college, so we have tons of books around the house. And I would always go and explore the library, and I found a book called The Eucharist. And I brought it to him. I asked him, what is this book about? What is the Eucharist? And he sat me down and we talked about the different conceptions of what communion is in Christianity to different Christian traditions. And it just kind of blew my mind that there's different ways of thinking about this, and that somewhere down the road there was a split on what people thought. So we got to the Catholic claim about what communion is. And it just totally blew my mind that the Catholic claim seemed outrageous almost, that the body and blood of Christ become communion. And from there, I didn't really think much of it after the fact, but it always kind of stuck with me. So fast forward later to my life when I had met my wife and we were recently married, and we met another couple, and they were evangelical Christians who had become Catholic. And that really intrigued me. Why would someone do that? Why would someone become Catholic? And so I asked them a few questions here and there, and they ultimately ended up giving me some books to read. And so I read them, and they were interesting. But there was one book in particular that really stuck out to me, and it really touched on, and the premise of the book was around what the Eucharist is. And so all those memories came back of what my father had said about what the Catholics claim. So from there I went on a journey of finding what the Eucharist is. And I found the Catholic claim to be biblically sound and to be rooted in tradition. And so it was the Eucharist that brought me to the Catholic Church.